When I tell people that I work as a leadership elevation coach, the reactions are usually one of two things: curiosity or a quick assumption that I teach soft skills. That's not really what coaching is. So, I want to explain today what coaching actually looks like, especially for high performers. And high performers are very good at one thing: pushing for more, working harder, enduring more, taking on more responsibility, delivering outcomes consistently. And these are very valuable strengths. But one thing I've noticed about high performers is this: the habits that help them succeed early in their career can quietly become the very things that start to constrain them later. So, pushing harder, solving every problem themselves, always being the reliable one. Over time, these trends can also create pressure, isolation, and a feeling of carrying everything alone. And this is where a different kind of reflection becomes important. Because in this constant drive for achievement, people sometimes lose touch with deeper questions like, what do I actually want? What kind of work energizes me? Am I still moving in a direction that aligns with who I am and who I want to be? Because sometimes people can look at their career and think, hey, I'm doing everything right, and yet I don't feel satisfied. Something feels off. And this is where coaching becomes useful. Because when I work with someone, we are simply not talking about productivity hacks or frameworks. We are exploring their thinking more deeply, their environment, their thinking patterns, their values, their belief system, what drives them, what angers them, what frustrates them. And we do that in a completely non judgmental space. Now, one important thing I want to clarify here is that coaching is not about me giving you advice, because you understand your lived in experience far better than I ever will. My role here is to help you examine your thinking clearly. And often that means noticing blind spots, questioning assumptions, and challenging stories that we quietly tell ourselves. So you may wonder, can I not just think through all of this on my own? And my honest answer is yes, you can try. But when we think about our thinking in isolation, we tend to rationalize. We explain the decisions to ourselves and we reinforce our existing beliefs. A coach changes the dynamic. A coach serves as your mirror, someone who helps you see your patterns that are difficult for you to notice on your own. Now, one important distinction is that coaching is not therapy. I'm not going to be able to heal your past traumas. For that, you definitely need therapy. Now, where coaching focuses on is your present. Is that how you want it, or you want it in a different way? You get the clarity that you need, and how can you imagine your future more intentionally? And from there, we start identifying small actions. You know, those small shifts that enable you to have those small wins, which in turn build momentum for the identity shift that you're looking for. Now, most of the people I work with are already capable people. So they need someone to not teach them how to succeed, but to enable them to have a space where their thinking can be examined non judgmentally and they take responsibility for their own growth. Now, the goal is not to create dependence on a coach. The goal is to develop that clarity and awareness in order to lead themselves better. If this conversation resonated with you, we can start with a very simple chemistry session to check if coaching can really serve you.